On a treacherous night, Emma, a young college student, was driving alone through the deserted roads of the rural town of Havenwood, determined to make it back home after a long trip. The rain was torrential, making it hard to see the road ahead, and the wind was howling, shaking the trees on either side of the road. Suddenly, Emma's car sputtered and stopped, leaving her stranded in the middle of nowhere. Emma tried calling for help, but there was no cell phone signal for miles. She searched her car for any tools or equipment that might help her, but she found nothing. The rain was still pouring down, and Emma was starting to feel hopeless when she saw a small cabin in the distance. Emma felt a surge of hope and relief at the sight of the cabin and rushed over to it. The cabin was dimly lit, but Emma could make out an old man reluctantly opening the door. Emma's eyes were filled with gratitude as the old man allowed her into the cabin. He offered her a seat next to the fireplace, and Emma gratefully accepted, relishing in the warmth of the fire. However, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. The old man seemed too curious, asking too many personal questions and hovering too close for her comfort. Emma began to feel like she was in danger. Later that night, Emma was awoken by a strange noise coming from the basement. Her curiosity took over, and she made her way down to the basement to investigate. What she found was beyond her worst nightmares. The basement was filled with cages, each one containing a young woman, chained and beaten. Emma's heart sank as she realized what kind of person the old man truly was: a sadistic kidnapper and murderer. Just as Emma turned to run, the old man caught her, dragging her back into the basement and chaining her up next to the other girls. Emma tried to scream for help, but no one could hear her cries. Days turned into weeks as the old man tortured and abused the girls, forcing them to undergo unspeakable horrors. Emma knew that her only chance of survival was to escape, but the old man had taken away any hope she had left. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Emma was able to trick the old man into unlocking her chains. She fought for her life, using any object she could find to fend off her captor. Bloodied and bruised, Emma emerged from the cabin, the only survivor of the old man's twisted game. Years later, Emma still can't shake the memories of what she endured. She now spends her days advocating for other victims of kidnapping and abuse, determined to make a difference in a world where evil lurks around every corner.